Welcome back to the Monolithos Roast. I'm your host, the guy who thinks Cloud Serfs sounds like a terrible indie band, Host A.
And I'm Host B, the actual artist at this table who is currently watching my entire career get mulched into a JPEG of a cat in a spacesuit. Today, we are dissecting a manifesto titled After Slop, the Coming Age of Sovereign AI. And let me tell you, slop is the most visceral onomatopoeia since moist.
It's perfect. It's the sound the internet makes now. You open Twitter and it just goes sloop, a wet bucket of AI-generated garbage poured directly into your eyes.
The article claims we're living through an aesthetic inflation event, which is fancy talk for there is too much crap and none of it is worth anything.
But the solution? Oh, the solution is spicy. It's called sovereign AI.
Or as I like to call it, how to charge a premium subscription for your own ego.
Don't be cynical. This is about survival. Let's get into the slop.
So Merriam-Webster named slop the word of the year for 2025.
A proud moment for humanity. We went from the Renaissance to the slop era in record time.
The text defines slop as digital content of low quality produced in quantity by AI. We're talking absurd videos, junk books, and that LinkedIn post you saw yesterday that used the word delve 6 times in one sentence.
Ugh, the content sausage machine.
The writer argues that the problem isn't that machines made it. The problem is that no one owns it. It's an orphan, a bastard child of a statistical average.
It's worse than an orphan. It's a clone of an orphan. When you see an AI image of, say, Jesus made of shrimp, a classic of the genre,
the revulsion you feel isn't just because it's ugly, it's ontological. It has no author. It came from nowhere. It belongs to no one.
I actually love the economic angle here. The marginal cost of creation has collapsed to zero. A teenager in Jakarta can make a Hollywood concept art piece in seconds.
Which sounds great until you realize that if everyone is a concept artist, no one is a concept artist.
Exactly. When you print infinite money, the currency becomes toilet paper. When you print infinite images, the images become, well, slop.
So the market is crashing. Engagement with AI articles dropped 40%. People are rejecting the transplant.
Which brings us to the pivot, the real schism. Christie's auction house. They sold an AI artwork for $728,000.
And 4,000 artists signed a letter screaming theft and cancel it.
Because it was theft. They scraped our work to train the machine that put us out of business.
But wait, look at what sold. This is the key. They sold work by Holly Herndon. She didn't use Midjourney. She trained a model on herself.
Spawn, that's the model's name.
Right. She owns the data, she owns the model, she owns the output.
That is the difference between rented AI and sovereign AI. One is using a public toilet, the other is building a private bathroom.
Gross metaphor, but accurate. The market paid for the ownership, not the pixels.
It's the Provenance Premium. The text says collectors are now paying extra for human authorship or traceable origin.
Which is hilarious to me as a VC. We spent 20 years trying to automate humans out of the loop to save money. Now the human loop is the luxury feature?
It's not funny, it's necessary. If everything is fake, the only thing with value is the thing you can prove is real.
So now we have Prada and Tod's doing Artisanal Intelligence.
I love this. Prada doing a collection that clashes on purpose because an algorithm would never predict it.
It's rich people cope. Oh, look at my bag. It's so inefficiently designed. It must be expensive.
No, you vulture. It's fashion as an assertion of creative sovereignty. They're saying we don't answer to the statistical average.
They're privatizing AI. That's what the article says. The elite won't reject AI. They will enclose it. They'll have their own private models trained on their own private archives.
While the rest of us peasants use the free version of ChatGPT that's been lobotomized by corporate safety filters.
Welcome to Technofeudalism.
I hate that word, but it fits. Varoufakis warning us about Cloud Serfs.
This is where I start drooling.
Of course you do. You want to be a cloud lord.
Who doesn't? The text splits the world into 2 classes, the Cloudalists who own the platforms,
and the Cloud Serfs who provide the free data labor.
We are the serfs. We upload our art to Instagram, they scrape it, they train the model, they sell the subscription back to us. We are paying rent to live in a house we built.
And the essay argues that the only way out is to own the means of cognitive production.
Which sounds like Marxist fanfiction, but it's actually just owning a hard drive.
It's more than a hard drive. It's sovereign AI, a model that runs locally. It doesn't report back to the mothership. It doesn't average your ideas with a billion other people.
The private darkroom. I liked that bit. Francis Bacon didn't live stream his painting process. Marcus Aurelius didn't write his meditations for engagement bait.
Can you imagine Marcus Aurelius on TikTok? What's up, guys? Just thinking about death today. Link in bio for my Stoicism course.
Exactly. He wrote in a sovereign space. The article says if you outsource your thinking to a cloud AI, you are being cognitively colonized.
That is a heavy phrase, cognitively colonized.
It's true, though. If the AI has guardrails designed by a boardroom in San Francisco and you use it to write, those guardrails are now in your brain. You are thinking inside their container.
So the argument is to be a real creator in the future, you need a sovereign cognitive infrastructure.
Which is a very fancy way of saying, stop renting your brain from Google.
Okay, let's banter. Is this actually feasible, or is this sovereign AI just a luxury product for people who can afford private servers?
It's definitely a luxury right now, but look at the alternative. If you don't have it, you're just generating slop.
I don't know. I feel like this is selling shovels in a gold rush, but the shovels are made of integrity.
It's not about integrity, it's about asset protection. You're the VC, you should get this. If I use Midjourney, I don't own the output. I can't copyright it. It's worthless.
True. IP law is clear on that. No human author, no copyright.
But if I train a model on my sketches, on my style, and I run it on my machine, that's a tool. That's a paintbrush.
So you admit it. You admit AI is the future.
I admit that ignoring it is stupid. The Luddites didn't stop the looms. They just got crushed by them.
Rejection is a nostalgic pose. That line cut deep.
It hurt, but it's true. We can't go back to 2019. The genie is out, and the genie is hallucinating shrimp Jesus.
The essay predicts that in 2026, the elite will stop buying AI versus human and start buying sovereign versus public.
It's the difference between buying a print from IKEA and buying an original oil painting. One is for everyone. One is for someone.
And the sovereign creators will be the ones who use AI to amplify their judgment, not replace it.
The machine handles scale. The human handles meaning.
I like that. I can scale my bad takes, but only I can give them meaning.
Please don't scale your takes.
All right, let's wrap this up before the algorithm decides we're redundant. What's the takeaway?
The takeaway is that we're entering a caste system.
Oh, upbeat.
It's true. On one side, people who own their data, their models, and their minds. On the other side, people who are just feeding the beast.
I hate to agree with the artist, but you're right. This isn't about technology anymore. It's about class.
If you are using public AI, you are a tenant. If you run sovereign AI, you are a homeowner. And in this economy, you do not want to be a renter.
So get your own servers, train your own models, and for the love of God, stop posting AI cats on LinkedIn.
Or at least if you do, make sure you own the cat.
This has been the Monolithos Roast. Good luck with whatever this timeline is.
Save your data. See you next time.